What was it like being incarcerated with the Craigslist unaliver? Let's break it down. Really, it wasn't like anything because I barely spoke to the dude.
7th, it looked like thousands of other help-wanted ads on Craigslist. The job, caretaker for a farm in southern Ohio. Simply watch over a 688-acre patch of hilly farmland.
Opportunity of a lifetime. They're looking for someone to basically watch it.
But according to authorities, that opportunity of a lifetime was all a devious hoax. A way to lure single, divorced white men to a remote location where they were robbed and killed. November 15th, a body, which turns out to be 51-year-old David Pauley of Norfolk, Virginia, is found in a hand-dug grave. Friday, 2 more bodies are discovered in shallow graves. One has been identified as 47-year-old Timothy Kern, a divorced dad of 3 sons.
The cause of death has been ruled gunshot wounds to the head, and his manner of death homicide.
2 Summit County men have been held since last week in connection with the murders. 52-year-old Richard Beasley of Akron and 16-year-old Brogan Rafferty. Beasley's mother says her son was a mentor to Rafferty.
He's a kid we have taken to church since he was 7 or 8 years old.
Police were led to the pair by a South Carolina man who also answered the ad, but he says he escaped after being shot in the arm November 6th. Heather Tuttle, one of the dozens of other responders to the posting, was initially disappointed she didn't get the job.
I just instantly got sick to my stomach, just thinking how lucky I was, because it could have very well been me had I gotten a response back.
Experts say criminals love Craigslist because they can remain anonymous.
You can place an ad, lure somebody to a particular location, rob them, kill them, scam them, and there's really no way to identify you.
Federal and local authorities fear in this latest case they are dealing with a serial killer.
Alright, so when I was in Trumbull Walls, level 3, I kept hearing that I was up there with the Craigslist KI, unaliver. And his name was Richard Beasley. He was a maintenance worker, and he would go from block to block helping people get their stuff together. He was an alright dude. He would never tell that he was who they said he was. Just like I talked about Sean Clemens, same thing. He was very charismatic. At least he was. Now, Richard Beasley, I ain't really talked to him that much. I don't know him all like that, but I've been around him 20, 30 different times.
Craigslist killer is back in the spotlight again, taking his death sentence to Ohio's highest court. 2 News' Kelly King has what's happening today in court.
This morning, the Ohio Supreme Court will hear 58-year-old Richard Beasley's appeal. He's questioning the strength of evidence against him. Beasley is convicted of killing 3 down-and-out men in Akron in 2011. He posted fake farm jobs on Craigslist to rob and kill his victims. Lawyers for Beasley say it doesn't make sense that someone would go to such lengths to rob men with little to no money. One would-be victim escaped and testified in that case. A teenage conspirator is serving life in prison for his role in the crimes. Beasley sits on death row. Beasley says national media coverage prevented him from getting a fair trial. The Attorney General's office says pretrial publicity barely made an impact on the jury pool. We, of course, will let you know what happens at this morning's appeal.